Diesel engines, the workhorses of the trucking world. Today, we're diving into the top 5 diesel truck engines that just won't quit. These are the marathoners of the automotive world, built to outlast pretty much everything else on the road. Number 5. Ford 6.7-liter Powerstroke V8. Kicking off our list is the Ford 6.7-liter Powerstroke V8. Born in 2011, this engine is the new kid on the block, but don't let that fool you. Ford engineers got creative with this one. They flipped the script, literally. The 6.7-liter Powerstroke has a reverse flow design, turbo in the valley, exhaust manifolds inside. It's not just for show. This setup improves efficiency and reduces turbo lag. The latest versions churn out 500 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque. That's enough grunt to tow a small house, if you could find one on wheels. Now, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Early versions had their issues, but Ford ironed them out faster than you can say, check engine light. The result? A reliable powerhouse that's become the go-to for Ford's Super Duty lineup. Real-world performance? Owners rave about smooth power delivery and strong towing capabilities. It's proof that sometimes the new guy can hang with the old-timers. Number 4. Ford Powerstroke 7.3-liter. Up next, we've got a true legend. The Powerstroke 7.3-liter, aka the International Navistar T444E. This engine ruled from 1994 to 2003, and it left some mighty big shoes to fill. Why? Because this thing was built like a tank. Simple, tough, and always ready for more. It pushed out up to 275 horsepower and 525 pound-feet of torque. By today's standards, that's not earth-shattering. But back then, it was more than enough to get the job done. The secret sauce? Its mechanical injection system. No fancy electronics here, just pure, reliable diesel power. Fewer parts mean fewer things to go wrong. It's the KISS principle in engine form. Keep it simple, stupid. These engines are known to rack up hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal fuss. We're talking odometer readings that look more like phone numbers. But here's the kicker. When something does wear out, you don't need a computer science degree to fix it. A good set of tools and some elbow grease will get you far. It's the diesel equivalent of a classic rock song. It might not have all the bells and whistles of modern hits, but it's got staying power that new engines can only dream of. Number 3. Duramax 6.6-liter V8. Moving into the top 3, we've got the Duramax 6.6-liter V8. Born in 2001, the Duramax has been the heart of GM's heavy-duty trucks for over 2 decades. It's evolved over the years with versions known by insider codes like LB7, LLY, LBZ, LMM, LML, and L5P. Early versions cranked out 300 horses and 520 pound-feet of torque. The latest iterations? They're beasts, boasting 470 horsepower and 910 pound-feet of torque. That's enough twist to make the earth rotate a little faster. Now, if you're a diesel aficionado, you've probably heard whispers about the LBZ from 2006 to 2007. It's the holy grail of Duramaxes. Why? It hit the sweet spot. Plenty of power, but without all the emissions controls that came later. It's like finding a heavyweight boxer who can also do ballet. Early versions had their quirks, and some emissions-related issues plagued later models. GM's engineers, however, aren't the type to rest on their laurels. With each iteration, they've ironed out kinks and beefed up weak points. The result? An engine that's as comfortable on a job site as it is on a cross-country haul. And with proper maintenance, these engines can rack up miles like a long-haul trucker collects state line crossings. Number 2. Cummins 6.7-liter. Runner-up on our list is the Cummins 6.7-liter. This behemoth hit the scene in 2007, and it's been flexing its muscles in Ram trucks ever since. Let's talk power, because with the Cummins 6.7-liter, there's plenty to talk about. The latest versions are churning out 420 horsepower, but that's not even the headline. How about 1,075 pound-feet of torque? That's not a typo. That's enough twisting force to make the earth think twice about which way it's spinning. Reliability? That's where this engine really shines. These engines are known to sail past 300,000 miles with regular maintenance. Some have even cracked the 500,000-mile mark. That's like driving to the moon and back. However, when the 6.7-liter first rolled out, it had to deal with a whole new world of emissions regulations. There were some teething problems, particularly with the emissions control systems, but Cummins engineers aren't the type to back down from a challenge. They've refined the design over the years, finding that sweet spot between power and efficiency. One of the big selling points of the 6.7-liter is its versatility. Whether you're a contractor hauling heavy equipment or a weekend warrior towing a camper, this engine's got you covered. It's like having a Swiss Army knife, if that knife could pull a 35,000-pound trailer. Number 1. Cummins 6BT. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the summit. Sitting at number 1, we have the legendary Cummins 6BT, better known as the 5.9-liter. This isn't just an engine, it's a piece of automotive history. Born in 1989, the 12-valve version of this beast ruled until 1998, but its legacy? That's still going strong today. In its early days, this engine was pumping out up to 215 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque. Now, those numbers might not sound impressive today, but remember, this engine is from an era when mobile phones were the size of bricks. What really sets the 5.9-liter apart is its simplicity. This is especially true for the early 12-valve versions. No fancy electronics, no complex emission systems, just pure mechanical diesel power. It's the kind of engine that would make your grandfather nod in approval. This simplicity isn't just about nostalgia. It's the secret to this engine's legendary reliability. Fewer parts mean fewer things to go wrong. And when something does need attention, you don't need a computer science degree to work on it. You'll find these engines in Dodge Ram 2500 and 3500 trucks from that era. Many of those trucks are still on the road today. We're talking about engines with 500,000, 750,000, even 1 million miles on the clock. But it's not all roses. The 5.9-liter is notorious for its noise. It's not winning any awards for refinement. And by modern standards, it's not the most fuel-efficient engine out there. But for many, these are small prices to pay for its legendary durability. The 5.9-liter Cummins isn't just number 1 on our list. For many diesel enthusiasts, it's number 1. Period. It's the benchmark against which all other diesel truck engines are measured. And even after all these years, it's still the one to beat. There you have it, folks. 5 diesel engines that have stood the test of time, each one a testament to engineering excellence and raw diesel power. From the modern muscle of the Ford's 6.7-liter Power Stroke to the legendary durability of the Cummins 5.9-liter, these engines have moved mountains, towed dreams, and powered the backbone of America. But here's the real question. Which one would you choose? The high-tech power of the newer models or the simple, brutal effectiveness of the classics? The debate rages on in garages and truck stops across the country. Share your diesel stories in the comments.